Hello, my name is Greg, and I am the Field Application Engineer for Pulse Electronics' Wireless Business Unit in the Americas. I will be presenting the antenna options for 5G FR1 that we have already designed in our manufacturing. We offer a very wide selection of antennas, from smaller embedded antennas that will be soldered directly to PCBs, to larger external end antennas that will be for outdoor use, such as on a meter enclosure. We make wireless power charging coils and LDS antennas as well, and also in-building DAS antennas. For today, let's focus on our 5G selection. For a 5G embedded solution, I want to introduce our W3415. As embedded implies, it is an SMD and is fully SMT compatible. This antenna covers frequencies from 600 to 6000 MHz with good efficiency. This antenna does have requirements of the PCB it is mounted on in order to perform at its peak. While it is only 40 by 7 mm squared itself, it does require an additional 15 mm of ground clearance in front of the antenna, and it is recommended to have 120 mm of ground plane for the antenna in order to perform at its best. You can, of course, though, use this area for additional components such as the radio. It's not all lost to ground. This is an excellent solution for a more compact device such as a modem. Do please see the datasheet for full layout recommendations. Next up are antennas for products requiring an internal solution that isn't embedded. These flexible antennas can be folded around the contours of the plastic housing of a device so that they may be applicable even in devices too small for that recommended PCB length of the W3415. The W3554 performs well from 700 through 6000 MHz, while the W3929 performs well from 600 through 4000 MHz. The standard models of these antennas have a U.FL compatible connector, but of course we can produce these with various cable lengths and connectors as required. They feature mounting adhesive for easy manufacturing into the device, even on corners, and they work well for more compact devices and in the IoT world. Outside of device housing, we have our stick or blade style of external antennas. These swivel-mounted dipoles function strongly on their own, not requiring any ground plane assistance. The W5150 and W5151 both function very well from 600 to 6000 MHz. They are only 200 mm in length after the knuckle, which is a relatively short length for the high performance in this independent structure. They work well at all angles of operation for the blade relative to the connector that even includes resting straight. So these sleek antennas are perfect for gateways or other devices with an external connector that shouldn't have the antenna mounted directly onto the surface. For more rugged outdoor solutions, our low profile transit antennas are high performance monopoles for mounting onto a ground plane. They have very high efficiency, even though they are less than 100 mm in height and are only 41 mm at their widest. They cover frequencies from 600 all the way to 7125 MHz and perform well throughout. These compact antennas come in black and white, and the direct mount with nut option is excellent when a tamper-proof solution is required. These are perfect for installation on metal meter enclosures or junction boxes or any other metal surface. An NMO version that will be more prepared to work with NMO mounts that are already installed on vehicles will soon be available as well. For a final independent dipole solution, I present the RO600/71NF kit. This 220mm long dipole has excellent performance from 600 through 7125 MHz with an omnidirectional pattern throughout. It is perfect for providing connectivity to an otherwise isolated device. It is also packaged with a bracket for easy mounting. Meanwhile, for a unique magnetic mount solution, our LPT600 antennas are perfect for mounting onto a vehicle or other surface where a hole for the mount isn't an option. These 100mm tall monopoles also have excellent radiation characteristics with high efficiency, even with 10 feet of built-in cable. Finally, I present our Twin Castle 9-in-1 design. This direct mount solution has 4 FR1 antennas covering 617 to 7125 MHz, 4 Wi-Fi antennas covering the 2.4 GHz band and 4900 to 7125 MHz, as well as 1 active GNS element, which can cover either the L1 and L2 frequencies or the L1 and L5 frequencies as desired. Both the 5G and the Wi-Fi antennas perform well and have high isolation between the elements. It is designed for vehicle installation, but will work on other metal ground planes too. It will be an excellent option for other machine-to-machine use. While all of the solutions shown were catalog options, we do have the capability to provide custom designs and solutions as well. Along with custom antennas of the mechanical styles shown already, Pulse Electronics has a long history with LDS antennas, both in design and manufacture. We have the know-how to design 5G LDS solutions, such as for cell phones and laptops, and can build the antenna from the plastic up. If you have an antenna requirement, we have a solution. Pulse Electronics inside 5G.